How to put in a new heater in your Super Surfer vaporizer. What up y'all, I'm Steve with Elevate, and thanks a lot for your support, and thanks for watching this video on how to put in a new heater in your Super Surfer. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you need this turned off, preferably unplugged, and that the thing is cold, because the last thing you want to do is burn yourself. So the first thing you're going to do is remove your heater cover, and you're just going to twist it, pull up, come up like that. And then the next thing you're going to do is flip the unit over. Go ahead, remove your screens, and then you're going to take off the screws. So you can see there's a screw there. We'll try to get this like this. Actually, I'm just going to do it like this because it's got to be easy for all of us. So I like to get that one out. And you can leave it in there because it will come out when you do this. Once those are like that, then you can flip it up. Get those two screws. We'll set them aside for future. Then you're going to go ahead and carefully open up your unit. And here you'll see your heater. And so inside, you can see inside here, there is a clip. And this clip here is the way that we get to hold the heater up in the Super Surfer. Slightly different than the silver. So you're going to have to pull that out. And one way to get that out is if you press down on it a little bit, it will cause that spring to basically press and open up a little bit. So you're going to go ahead and press that down. It's easier if I can see in it. And then slide that heater out. Once that heater's out, you're going to go ahead and separate these. Sometimes they're easier than other times, that's for sure. That came out pretty easy. You can wiggle them, you can do that. And if you're struggling, you can grab two of these. Grab it there, and grab it right there. And then you have some leverage. And use your hands to leverage that out. Then we sent you in the mail in your kit. You got this heater, and you got two of these just in case you were taking this off and they broke or did something like that. We do send you two of these just in case. I did all right there. And then so the next thing you're going to do is, this is a little bit trickier than our other units. It runs on the same heater as the Surfer, but this you're going to have to slide this skirt off. And the reason for it is because it's really hard to get it inside that little spring hole right there. So you're going to go ahead and, I have to look at this, and slide it in the spring hole, and you'll just see, get it in there. Then the next step is you're going to slide your heater up into there through the hole in your heater stand, and keep pushing this up until you get the skirt kind of down low. So the goal is you're going to want to have that tape that you've seen more towards the top half of that. And then you're going to push that up, and then you should be able to see it out right there. And then you can grab it and pull it up just a little bit. And if you need to get it centered, go ahead and center it like that. And that'll be caught in your clip there. And that's that. The next thing you're going to do is hook these together, and it doesn't matter which one you do. Okay, so now we're connected. Our heater's in there. Make sure everything's good. Everything's good there. I can always pull back or push it to make sure it's centered. That's all good. Everything's good there. We'll go ahead and make sure your wires are going up nice and tucked in there. Set that on like that, and we'll flip it back over. And it sets up pretty nice. There's a couple of pins in there that kind of get it in the right spot. And then you'll put your screw in. And what I like to do with my screw is I like to turn it backwards just a little bit, and you can almost feel it click sometimes. And then start screwing it in. Be very careful not to strip this. It's aluminum, it is soft, so you want to make sure that screw goes in nice. Then I'll screw this down and I'll just get it almost 90%, a little bit tight, not all the way, just like a car tire. I'm going to want to tighten them all up a little bit, one by one. So we'll get that going. That's in there. Now this one I'll go ahead and tighten up pretty good. And now how tight to get it? Don't over tighten it. So you want to get it snug. And so I press down on this, make sure that's tight, and then just get that snug. If you pull up on it and it's tight, it's tight. You can always add a little bit more, but again, don't go too tight because it is aluminum and you will strip it. Then press that down and just tighten it to where it's, you can kind of feel it stop. And then it's nice and tight. Replace your screens, and your heater is good to go. And we have videos out there also on how to set your heater. One thing you definitely want to make sure is that your heater is never ever touching the heater cover. The goal is to get it as high as possible in your heater, as centered as possible in your heater, and if you have to adjust it a few times on here, that one actually looks pretty good. As you can see right there, nice and tall, everything's good. I could come up a little bit more so I could grab that, wiggle it up just a little bit, and you can look down here and you can't really get it much higher than the tape. The tape kind of stops it, and so that's good, that's up there. And now that's too tall. So as you can see, that is touching it, so that is a big no-no. So we're gonna push that down, make sure we're centered, put it in there, and just kind of push and tighten, and your heater cover will go on. It can wiggle off sometimes after a lot of use, and you'll just have to kind of wiggle that on. That's an inherent design of the ground glass. Pros and cons to everything in life. I really love it because it makes it easy to add on and change stuff out. And thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate your support, and if there's ever any kind of more support you need from us, hit us up on the DMs, hit us up on customer service, and stay elevated. Mind, body, spirit.